Good afternoon. I'm Scott Solembrino, and I'm here at Chicago's McCormick Place, coming to you live from the GBTA convention. Joining me today is Dorothy Dowling from Best Western. Hi, Dorothy.
Hello, Scott. It's delightful to be with you today.
It's been a fantastic day, hasn't it?
It has been an extraordinary day for GBTA and for all of your partners that work with you.
We are so thrilled. Best Western Hotel and Resorts has been on an amazing journey, growing in its scale. It's incredible, and coming up with so many solutions for business travel needs. Can you share with us an update on your whole journey this last year?
You know, I'd love to do that, Scott, because as you know, we truly value the customers that are the individuals that really help us in terms of driving our product, our service, and all of the kinds of things that we need to bring to their travelers. And GBTA is such an important organization for us to really hear them and listen to them and be part of that collaborative effort. So on February 15th this year, Best Western acquired World Hotels, and the partnership of Best Western Hotels and Resorts and World Hotel Collection has now become the BWH Hotel Group. And we are so proud of this new organization that we're bringing in terms of the kind of product diversity that we'll be able to solve our customers' needs, to be able to serve customers with premium economy hotels all the way up to luxury. For us, we think it makes us better able to solve the buyer's needs. It allows us to have that full range of solutions for every traveler on every occasion that they can stay with us. It also helped us in terms of some of the geographic areas where we wanted to have a stronger position. So for us, it has been a delightful journey that we've been on with World Hotel Collections in terms of the integration. And we think the combined power of Best Western Hotels and Resorts and World Hotel Collection is going to bring so much more value creation to the very important buyers that are part of your organization and our partners in travel.
Well, we are so happy for you here at GBTA, and we're really, really happy that this transaction has helped to give you a solution that you needed. So for us, we think it's fantastic. You've also taken a very big lead role here at GBTA with Win It, our Women in Travel organization, by serving and running as chairperson of the Strategic Advisory Committee. You and your team have assembled a formidable group of women leaders in this industry to talk about gender diversity across the sector. Tell me how you see that developing now.
Well, gender diversity is the conversation of the day, and I would like to thank you for the compliment, Scott, but to me it's been a privilege to be part of GBTA and Win It in such an evolutionary stage. But the reality is that diversity is part of every conversation today, because the breadth of having more individuals around the table empowers your ability to really drive more innovation. And so for us to be able to assemble some of what I consider the most powerful women in travel to be part of our strategic advisory board, and for all of us to be able to collaborate together in terms of the gender diversity solutions that individuals want in terms of their career development, but also in terms of how we bridge what the buying community needs from us. So some of the conversations that we've been having is that gender diversity is one of the components that is now evolving in the RFP world, in that diversity is a requirement just like climate solutions, carbon trade-offs, and other things. So with GBTA bringing that buyer thought process with the kind of supplier leadership to really understand how we can evolve some of our gender diversity solutions so that we can bring that kind of competency to the buyer companies, I think is going to elevate all of our competencies.
As a major female leader in this industry, and that is truly a description of what you are, could you give me 2 tips for our members on what women can do to advance their career in this industry?
Yeah, I can, Scott. I've done a lot of interviews where people have asked those questions, and there's 2 things that I always offer. One is Harvard Business Review wrote an article, I want to say it was 3 or 4 years ago that I read it, and it talked about the evolution of the business environment, and it talked about in the early days, IQ was a differentiator in terms of how much intelligence you brought to your solutions. It then evolved into EQ in terms of your ability to have great empathy with customers. But today the defining quality is really what they call CQ, which is your curiosity quotient, which to me is really about your commitment to learning. And the way the world is evolving, we all have to make a very significant investment in our own personal development and the development of our teams. And that's where Win It and GBTA are a big part of solving those kinds of challenges for us. So to me, it's that commitment to learning, being a student of the game is a preeminent piece of advice that I would give everyone. The second for me is about hiring the right boss. And I have been very honest about that over the years because to me, fit is everything. And when you have a boss that is supportive of your career development, is going to let you do your best work, then you are going to be able to drive the best possible outcomes for you in your career. And I was very privileged 15 years ago. I teased my boss, David Kong, that I hired him as my boss. And it has been the joy and privilege of my life to work with David and also to work on behalf of all of our best Western hoteliers globally. They teach me every day, and I feel like we have an enormous ability to partner with them to continue to evolve our brand solutions. As a 73-year-old brand, for us to be such a relevant challenger brand today, I think is a real testament of our partners at the hotel level, and I think it also is around the partners like you and our customers that have continued to help us elevate our game.
Well, and with that, I once again want to thank Dorothy Dowling for joining me in the studio today. And I'm Scott Solembrino, live from the broadcast studio at the GBTA convention. Thank you so much for joining me today, Dorothy.
Thank you, Scott. Pleasure.